So, uh, Fishtail App is mainly a technology company, and we're developing tools to assist the artistic swimming community. I'm going to be introducing today how this software or application can help you in preparing for meets and inspired, getting you inspired and getting you the right codes for the coach card. So what we noticed is that when the artistic swimming done the changes in the new rules, we felt like there was this frustration, confusion. A lot of people don't get the rules. It's a lot to study, and it's changing all the time. And sometimes they're just numbers, sometimes they're just calculations, sometimes they are codes that don't work together. And the thing is, all these rules are well published. They are very logical, but they are a lot to process when you're trying to be creative. So we came up with this idea where we created like a software where you can process the information faster, where you can get the minimum amount of mistakes done, and where you can have this integrated calculator within the same place, and also a chance to have a conversation with technical controllers or get their feedback on your questions within a time period. So I'll be explaining all this. Okay, this first thing is a review. This is a Swedish coach. She was one of the first people who used the Fishtail app, and she was very thankful that it helped her create the codes for Acro and save time and all of the features I'm talking about. So the tools that are currently available are the Search and Learn, the Acro and Hybrid Builder, the Share and Consult, and the Celebrate part. And this is the newest feature that we've introduced the last week. So the Search and Learn tool, it's all about the ability to search for codes. So any code that is available in the rules, it is here in this library illustrated. So you know, if you have been going through the rules, you will find that Acro codes are they all have illustrations, but the hybrid code don't have illustrations. So our team came up with the idea to draw for each code like a C7. What does it look like? Obviously, the connections have this diagram, but not very clear. We made it clearer, and we also added all the other codes like the flexibility, all the families. We have added them with illustrations and also filters. So what the video shows here is that you can go in and filter, and you're looking for a hybrid and looking for the family flexibility, and you can see with the value of each code, but also you can sort it in the different way. So if you have advanced athletes, you can go for a higher DD value, and if you have like beginners and novice swimmers, you can go for the lower DD and just learn about the movements. Some people are using this to teach the athletes about the different codes, just to learn them. You can also compare the technique values in one place, so you can see the FB next to the F1A, etc. And also, I will show you, this is not available for hybrids. We are working on it now, but it's available for acros, where you can get examples to try. So you can have a full element that you can try, a full element that is valid with a valid code. So this is, for example, once we click on the specific code, you get the illustration, you have the description, and you have the family, where it can be used, and what kind of element it can be used. There's also the notes here. Here you can see the code and the value. And here when you click on notes, you will find the definition as written in page 384 in the World Aquatics PDF. Okay, so you'll find it. And now if you feel like there is something wrong here, you can look it up in the original document. And if you actually find something wrong, which is possible because this is all like people doing things, please ping us, text us, and tell us if you find anything that doesn't look right or doesn't seem right. We fix it right away. Hopefully there isn't, because we have reviewed it multiple times, but it's human error. It could happen. So this is the definitions for F1C. That's for example. And then you have the allowance, how you can show the the movement, you have the duration, and it's all about anything that was written about this specific movement. For the knife position, for example, you have to see the minimum height above the knee, and you have the diagrams here. And if you click on it, you can zoom in. I don't know if I show this in the video or not, but it's actually very helpful for the athletes also to learn. So this is kind of the search and learn tool. It's about just understanding the rules and getting an illustration and a way to explain it. Okay, this is showing how we look up codes in acro. For example, I want an acro. I want a group A. I'm looking for, let's say, a position. I want to be inspired. So here I see position 1. I see all the different positions, split the ring, and when I click on it, I can see the value, the different variations, and description. And once you click on it, again, you have to click on it from another place, but maybe I'm just trying other things. And it's a full description, like knees must be 90 degrees. And here you find examples of how this position is used. You can have examples of a full element. So here is acro 28. These acrobatic movements or these elements, they are from the old catalog that was released in 2023. What we did is we took each catalog entry, so it's acro 28, for example, we took it and we re-entered the newest rules and we applied the newest rules. Some acros, very few of them did not work with the newest set of rules, but most of them, they were okay, and we uploaded them to the app. So you have over 500 examples for inspiration and for learning on the app. Okay. So these are all examples with the tuck, and you can see with different values. And then once you click on it, you get the different sequences. So you have the construction, the direction, the position, and the position 2, and the rotation of swimmer. And then you can import it and edit it. So here, this is the look of it. And then I didn't import here, but you can import it and play with it later. I will show you how exactly. Also here with the tuck, you have the definition and the declaration. It must be declared and cannot be skipped. I don't know. It's just all copied from the book. Okay, so this was the first thing, the first part of search and learn. The second part of search and learn is all about using the acro search. Here you can show, previously we were looking into the codes tab. Now we are looking into the catalog tab. So here we are only looking for examples. So all of these are examples, full elements, an image of the example and the value of the example. Once you click on view the group, you can see the sequence of it, each one, and you can see the DD here. If you click on import and edit, this is the example where I wanted to show you. You go into the acro and hybrid builder. So here I will show you how you can build a hybrid from scratch, like if you have a hybrid in mind. And you can, if you can see here, this is just doesn't work, Ali, so I will go ahead like this. Okay. Here, there are two options, the import from catalog or to start from an idea from zero. So when you import from catalog, it takes you to all the examples and you can take it and make changes to it. Here in this example, I'll be showing how to create an hybrid from nothing. So you just name the hybrid whatever, and then you put whatever description. And here you get to select. You can either select as an acro and you create a specific group that you want, or you can select a hybrid and you say whether it's a team or duet or solo, obviously to narrow down the selection, because you can't have connections with plus if you're doing a duet. You can't have connections at all if you're doing a solo. So it is the first way to filter what the choices you have. So this is what the hybrid file or the element file looks like. You have a description here. You have the name of the hybrid. You have the value, which starts with a 0.5, which is the base mark. Here you can add videos to your file, and then you can add any family you want. So here, the first part, I think you can start by adding thrust. Once you click here, you can see all the options for the thrust. And because you can add more than one, it gave you this plus sign. So you can have, obviously you're not going to have two thrusts, but maybe with the spins you can do it. So here I know that I'm looking for S1, for example, or S4. I don't remember, S3. So I clicked here on S3 and I got the element, the skill right away. So if you know what you're looking for, you can just type it in, and you can see here that the DD, the calculator, is calculating real time. So if you want to reach a specific value, you can always keep looking at the DD calculator. Here I've added the RCB and the ROB. And if I want to just change the different, the order, you just click and drag. So this way you can drag all the skills that you want to have in your hybrid, because the order is of value when it comes to hybrid code. Here you can choose an airborne. You can have A6. You can delete. You can modify if you change your mind. Here I'm back to the airborne. I want to add another one. Okay. If I add more than 5, it will just give you an error. Here I'm showing the factoring. So if not all the swimmers are doing the same movement, here you can do the factoring where you can have all the swimmers or half the swimmers or less than half the swimmers. And here you see this purple part, it just divide it kind of multiplies by 0.5 or 0.3 depending on the number of swimmers you're using. So you don't have to do the math. This is, we're back to the notes and the allowance and the definitions. So it's all within the 5. You can use it all within the 5. The next step is to generate the code. So I clicked here, I clicked on generate code, and I got the code written down, as you can see, with the factoring. And you just click here, copy, and you paste it in your coach card. So it's very easy. You have it in illustrations, you have it as a code, you can copy and paste. And if you go beyond the limit, which is 5 per family and 3 per technique, it will not allow you. It will show you an error message. And this is a summary. So you will see that it has a list of everything that we're doing. The purple ones are the ones that are factored, and you can click here to see what factor is used. So here you can build the acros and hybrids within the allowable limits. You can generate the code in one click. You can keep an eye on the calculator, and you can compare the skills in one page, so you can add or decrease the value. Again, doing it. Yeah, here is the example where I imported from catalog. So here is another way of building an element. You go for import from catalog. Once you say import from catalog, it takes you to all the different options that you have. And in this case, I choose an acro. I think it was a group P. Yes, this one. I import it. And if I feel like 1.75 is not the value that I want, or maybe I know that my swimmers can do something a little more advanced, I can just add the position 2, or I can add the rotation. This video was filmed prior to the latest version. In the latest version, it will not allow you to select the wrong rotation. Okay, it will only allow you to select the right rotation. You'll find the others in gray. So we had this exclusions part, and it also doesn't allow you to pick the same second position twice. So all the new exclusions that were implemented in the last rule book, they are now implemented. And here you also get to copy the code as I've shown before, and you get the full element in one page. You can actually share this. I will be showing you how to share. But you can see here that the code has a declaration and allowance as per page 413. So this is the code file. And you can zoom in as much as you want. We have drawn all these figures, all these elements by ourselves to make it very clear. And we had them revised by a few technical controllers to make sure that sometimes the The ones in the first catalog were just a bit confusing, so we had someone review them. And here the share and consult. And what you do with the share and consult is you can send your files. So these files are not just for you. You have, if you have a yearly subscription, you have up to 120 files. If you have a monthly subscription, you have up to 10 files. And if you have a free version, you only have 3 files, but you cannot edit, you cannot delete them. If you have the subscription part, you can delete or modify or do whatever you want with the 10 or 120 files that you have. And also, this is like this. I think very few things are only for subscribers. Like anyone can just go in now and try it. It's just that extra storage and consultancy and anything that requires from us some work, you have to be subscribed to get it. So here is these are my elements. And here you can see if somebody shares anything with me, it will appear here. Actually, like if 2 people subscribe and they decide to pool their files together, they get 20 files because you can share them. You have multiple options to share. I would recommend sharing as viewer with the athletes because they will be able to view without changing anything and they just learn the file. And then there's the option of sharing with someone as an editor. This was the viewer. Even if they are not on the app, they will still get an email. And once they sign up, they will get the file. So they don't have to sign up first. After that, we have an editor. With an editor means that you share it with a fellow coach who can go in and change and modify in the file. And when you share with a technical controller, you need to add a video of the element and you ask a question. Okay. So once you do that, we get the file and we give it to different technical controllers to review the file and give comments. And then there is the option of communicating, which is showing here. There is here like a comment section. So you can write a message to your athlete or to your fellow coach, and once you get a technical controller question, you have to send it out, and then you will receive the answer in the same area where the comments are. So it's all in the same file. So this is where you can share notes. Okay, and you get the answers from Fishtail. So you can send the files to your fellow coaches. You keep the conversation in one place. You can actually share. Here, you got the messages, and it becomes like a chat. So you can share with athletes to learn. You can seek expert advice all through this file. And also, it's a way because you can have up to 3 videos in one file. So it means that you don't have to look through your phone for all the different videos. It becomes very organized. So it's a way kind of to organize your files for each element. Okay. Okay, so Celebrate. This is something I'm going to show you on my phone because it's not here. This is the new version of Fishtail app. This was implemented last week. And this you can find here. This is I will just show you. Here you have the home page, and this is where we are now. Here is where you can add a new file. You can create one or import from catalog as I've shown you. And here you go to the search where you can find all the codes and you can filter like I showed you in a few minutes ago. Now, if you want ideas, you can click here and this takes you to the catalog part and you will find some things like this. Greece, this is Greece lift from Paris. When I click play, it should play. Just maybe because the internet is too loaded now that I'm on the phone and now there's the glitch here, but I will fix it. So you can see the construction and the position and everything. Here you can find also, you go to home and you find the files, as I've told you. Now the new feature is the events and gallery. This is a place where we can have inspiring content in one place. We have this now for Soma Bay, and we will have it soon for your competition that's coming up. We will have a page like this. Now we have Soma Bay and the World Cup from Paris. And if you click here, you will find you have a gallery. So you're more than welcome to add pictures and videos from the event to share uh, things with the community. Everybody's going to be watching. You can we can actually add. I think when I'm trying to record the screen, it's not playing the video. We can have here. You will have the schedule and also the location of the venue, so that you can how you can get there, and maybe if you tell someone to come. For Suma Bay, also there were pictures, some professionals and others. I was just taking here. Actually, this is me with the moms at the competition, and we were meeting all the athletes from all over the world. Uh, and we actually will be adding some codes. So, for example, we'll be adding the code of this lift soon to the gallery. So it becomes like here, Jacqueline Simoneau was doing an interview. This is actually one of our club athletes. She was there to watch. So anyway, it's just a fun way to share what's going on with the competition. Uh, so let me summarize how Fishtail app can help you. It has the way of having a video file and to kind of compile all your information in one place. It helps you to generate the code in one easy click, and you can just copy and paste. It helps you with the calculator that does the DD value, even with the factoring and with the base mark and all this into consideration. And it helps you to share and consult with other with TCs and maybe other coaches who are within your network. So these are the main key points of how Fishtail app can help your club or you during the competition. What we are working on at the moment is that we are adding more details as we go. We are waiting. Whenever we get any documents, we add more information and more details on how to avoid base marks and how to properly declare your codes. We will be soon having video tutorials. We're still talking with multiple experts to add tutorials for the athletes and for the coaches. And we also are working on a full routine builder where you just enter all the elements and get a complete coach card in one easy click. So these are what is coming soon. And today I wanted to talk to you about a very, very special offer. Usually, as I said, for any user, you can just download the app. The access to the gallery is free. The access to the codes and the information and anything that is educational in the codes part is for free, except for the notes. You can not click on when you click on the notes, it's not for free, but the general description and the values is for free. And for subscribers, they can access all notes. It is usually $20 per month. You can subscribe directly on the application. You pay through Stripe, or you can have a yearly plan. Once you have a yearly plan, this means that you will be getting everything in the future year for the same amount. So if we increase the yearly subscription, once we have the tutorials or anything, you will still have the same rate. If you have the monthly, it kind of increases. And a very special offer for the Luxembourg competition on the occasion of this competition for the next, I will say, week until next today's Thursday. So we will have till next Thursday. If you do subscribe within the monthly plan, instead of one TC consultation, it will be 3 TC consultations. And instead, if you do a year, instead of 12 TC consultations, it will be 30 TC consultations per year, just to help you with the coach cards for the upcoming competition and maybe other competitions as well. So let me know if you have any questions. I will be happy to answer. And not just now, you can find me at info@fishtail.com anytime. I'm always looking forward to hearing your opinions and your recommendations, because this app is for you. So obviously we want to make sure it works to the best. Actually,